Hello and welcome to Story Dude, the hottest channel on YouTube, where a team of expert story pickers have scoured Reddit and found the best stories for you.
My 25F boyfriend, 26M, wants to take a friend, 18F, on a cruise without me. We have dated for 3 years and things have been going pretty good. I'm planning to propose marriage soon and he has been very sweet and supportive of me. Lately he's friends with a girl around 18 years old. He has a male best friend at work and that's his younger sister. I didn't mind much about him being friends with her as I feel platonic relationships with opposite genders are possible even if dating someone. However, he said he wants to take her on a cruise in a few months as a delayed college graduation gift. I wanted to come but he's telling me it would just be the two of them. When I said I could either go with them or he can't do the cruise, he accused me of being paranoid and selfish, saying that I can have a cruise as a honeymoon trip and that's it. I'm honest worried he is going to cheat on me with her during the cruise despite his assurances he won't. What do I do to resolve this? Update. I found out he might be raping the girl based on texts I found on his phone. He is probably already cheating with her. There is absolutely no excuse or logical reason for him to be doing this except that he is fucking her or he will be using the cruise to get into her pants. He is 100% going to sleep with her if he isn't already. My money is on him already sleeping with her. Dump his cheating, or want to be cheating ass. He is delusional if he thinks anyone believes he doesn't have plans to fuck this young girl. If he goes, either be gone or have his shit packed out of the house by the time he gets back. Thank you everyone for your advice. Just learned that he had been indeed having sex with her for a while and at least some of the sex is him coercing her. Too long did not read. Woman gets pissed because I've dated other women older than myself. Hi all. Just want to run a situation by you. I, 30M, have been talking to this woman, 26F, for a couple weeks now. We've met twice and hit it off in person but some wild shit happened today that I need help evaluating objectively. Basically we were texting back and forth today and the subject of my past dating life came up. She asked how old the women I've dated are. Now I admit this is the first time I get involved with someone younger than myself. I'm pretty attracted to women older than me, and have had relationships with women between 3–5 years my senior. Not that big a gap but I just have a thing for them. So today we're talking about money. I let her know in the grad school program I just finished, a lot of students came from money and would always be inviting me to outings that I just could not comfortably fit into my budget because my daddy isn't an oil baron. She tells me basically that she now understands why I go for older women, because usually they're more financially stable and established. I let her know that when I was working before my program I was just as financially conscious and established as whoever I was in a relationship with and was more than happy to go 50-50 on expenses. At that point she called me a cheapskate who has bad manners because no woman should ever have to pay for a meal, and she would never have intimate relationships with a guy who didn't pay for her food because that's just being a gentleman. She let me know she had me all figured out and that no wonder I only dated older women who were dumb with no self-respect and would give it up for some cheap guy who makes them pay for stuff. I tried to just play it off and told her that her evaluation of me wasn't really based off reality and she really didn't have a reason to make all those assumptions but she kept railing on about it. Basically telling me it makes so much sense I go for women who make more money than me. We've never even touched the subject of income and I wasn't about to drop my current salary on her. And are stupid and have no self-respect. Not sure how she's achieved omniscience on my past relationships. So I guess my question is, am I insane or is this a massive red flag? Big red flag. This gal has some growing up to do or is looking for a man just to take care of her. Either way, too much drama. Let her journey be her problem. Red flag? It's a deal breaker. You shouldn't continue communication with her, and you definitely shouldn't see her again. I dated a guy once who always liked to tell me who I was. He couldn't be further from the truth, and surprise, he ended up being manipulative and emotionally abusive. Leave her. She's insecure. She heard you usually date older women and her being a younger one made all her insecurity flare up. From that brief snippet of things she said, she sounds like a good bullet to dodge. Buddy, this has nothing to do with your former partners being older. This is about entitlement. I feel like she encompasses the reason you don't like younger women. Lol. You would be insane if you continue talking with this person. I, 28 female. Get to take my nieces, 8, 10, to their mom's funeral today. About a month ago my sister was murdered. Today I get to take her daughters to the funeral. I'm honored to have been asked, trusted by them to bring them. But I'm feeling overwhelmed about knowing how to handle it all. No one I know and no one on the internet seems to have ever been in this situation before as far as I can tell from my searches. Any advice for me on what to do to make them feel more comfortable? I don't know what I should say or not say or do or not do. I love them, and I loved my sister. It's a heavy day. Edit to add thank you everyone for the advice. I took all of it into account and it all helped immensely. I got them candies, we went out for ice cream, we cried, we listened to Kate Bush in the car over and over again. I told them we could leave if they got overwhelmed, and after we went home and watched their favorite anime and had boba and talked about their mom. I don't think it could have gone any better than it did. Thank you again to everyone that gave me advice. Heart. My cousin's daughters were 9 and 11. I cuddled them, told them stories about their mom, talked about their favorite animals, colors, their pets. No kid wants to hear how time will heal, but talking about other family members lost when I was a kid, about the family members and how we remember them, seemed to help for our girls. It's a case of show how to cope, don't try to tell how to cope. There is nothing you can say or do to make it easier or better for them. Just be real. Be yourself. Feel your grief with them and support them and hold them while they feel theirs. Words aren't necessary and oftentimes, they come off flippant or simplistic. Think from your heart and don't feel compelled to speak if you feel like you're struggling to think of something to say. Just be there. I'm so sorry this has happened to your family and I hope you'll get at least some resolution through justice for her murderer. Boyfriend flying out of state to visit another girl. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. He continually pushes boundaries, but this time it's really crossing one. He met a girl and her family on a cruise when he was 16. He is now 27. They have done a couple cruises together. We are from CA and she's in Florida. They have some pretty cutesy pictures together and his best friend has met her on a cruise as well. His best friend tells me she has always had a massive crush on my BF. My boyfriend is going on a friendly trip to visit her and her family and he said I couldn't come along. I've met her once briefly when she came to visit him 6 months ago. She was quiet and not super friendly to me, despite my best efforts to be welcoming. They Snapchat every day. He doesn't allow me to see my guy friends in person without him, so it makes me question his intentions here. He said it's innocent. What? He doesn't allow you to see your male friends without him, but he makes trips to visit a woman who has a crush on him, and tells you that you are not allowed to come. Why on earth would you put up with any of this? You need to let him go, and I don't mean on his trip. I mean let him go forever. You deserve someone who doesn't control you, manipulate you, and disrespect you. He doesn't let me see my guy friends without him. So not only is he cheating on you, he's a controlling asshole? He continually pushes boundaries. I mean that right there is reason enough to break up with someone, if they can't do something as incredibly simple as respecting their partner's boundaries. Gosh. I don't know if you should end this relationship because he's totally into another girl or because you aren't allowed to see your guy friends alone. Pick one. Also, while he's gone, go out with a different guy friend every night and post pics all over social media.